concept of curriculum, I am telling an educational program designed to achieve specific educational objectives. An educational program means it is an educational program which have been designed and implement to achieve specific educational objectives. Specific educational objective means you have PEOs, we have POs, and we have COs. Curriculum just not talks about that the students will pass or fail. Whether your stated educational objectives, your course outcomes, for every subject there are some course outcomes, then for the program there are program outcomes, and then you have program educational objectives. So you have to achieve PEOs, POs, and COs, because now it is outcome based education. Earlier, whatever we know, we teach the students, teach just appear in the exam, and there is a pass or fail. But here we talk about the achieving specific educational objectives. So in curriculum, it states educational objectives, details out curriculum area and contents. Curriculum areas, your subjects which are drawn from your program outcomes, then contents of detailed contents of the subject in terms of your theory and practicals and attitude. Recommends the learning experiences and methodology of students evaluation. To achieve the specific educational objectives, what type of learning experiences we are providing to the students, it is also mentioned in the curriculum, and methodology of student evaluation for achieving the stated objectives. How you will be evaluating the students so that we are achieving the stated objectives. Now, because evaluation is also very important. How you evaluate the students so that we know that the specified course outcomes, program outcomes, and your program educational objectives are achieved. So curriculum talks about that how we will be achieving our specified educational objectives. So now we were talking about the syllabus and curriculum. Syllabus is only a part of curriculum, as many of my friends have said that syllabus is part of curriculum, which means what is to be taught. What is to be taught, that is your detailed contents comprising of your concept. In detailed contents of every subject, we are teaching some concept, some principles. Based on concepts, we have principles, and based on the principles, procedures and practice, application of basically principles to be taught to the students. Like current is a concept, voltage is a concept. Then relation of current and voltage is your Ohm's law principle, and application of Ohm's law in many experiments, that is your procedure and practice. Very simple example. You can draw the conclusion from your own subject. So syllabus is contains of concept, principles, and procedures and practice. That is simply your syllabus. But in curriculum, it is a broad term which not only contains syllabus but the complete plan of action of teaching learning package. Complete plan of action of teaching learning package means it is a blueprint. Your curriculum is blueprint for any institute. Curriculum is blueprint for implementing the any curriculum. Like If you are to recruit the faculty, they will ask what is there in your curriculum. If you are to purchase any infrastructure, any equipment, lab, you are to establish where it is given in the curriculum. So basically, curriculum is heart of any institute. Without curriculum, we do not know what is to be taught. Basically, curriculum is like an architectural map, because in architectural map we give that where we will be having our kitchen, where we will be having our dining room, bedroom, washroom, like that. Similarly, in curriculum, which subject is to be taught in which semester and how to be taught, what is the rationale, why it is to be taught, all things are given in the curriculum. So basically, we are to prepare curriculum, industry oriented curriculum as per the needs of the industry. So including student evaluation directed to achieve defined objectives in a stipulated time frame. Again and again, we are talking about the achieving educational objectives. Your COs, POs, and PEOs. Because in our, like when NBA team goes to any institute, then they check that whether there is a proper attainment of COs and POs. In the morning, Dr. Sanjeev Sokt has also talked about that. So we are to see that whether we are able to achieve our defined objectives or not. So if in a layman's language, sometimes we talk about that what is syllabus. Like many of my friends have said that what to teach. What to teach means your concept, principles, and procedures. Then what is curriculum? What to teach, why to teach, how to teach, how to evaluate. That is your curriculum. What to teach means your concept, principles, and procedures. Why to teach? What is the importance of any subject? What is the application of that particular subject in the employment, in the field, in the word of work? And then how to teach means methodology of teaching. Whether the student should be taken to site visit, they may be some of our students, some of our participants are from pharmacy, nursing, physiotherapy. So they are taken to the hospitals, to the actual operation theaters, that where they can see the actual things. So, and some experts should be invited from the field, like that. How to teach, that all methodology is given in the curriculum. How do we know we have taught means your evaluation also. Whatever we have taught, whether the student have learned or not, that is also given. Because we as a teacher, we are to convert the teaching into learning, so that learning takes place. Not just that we teach the students and they cram the things and just write in the exam. We have to see that whether that teaching is being converted into learning or not. That is very important. Then I talk about the characteristics of a good curriculum. That if we are to prepare such curriculum through which we can achieve our specified educational objectives, then what are the various important parameters, important characteristics? Can anyone just tell me that what do you think that these, because you all have curriculum, that what are the good characteristics of a curriculum when you prepare or the curriculum you have? Overall development, both psychomotor as well as affective domain. That is Bloom's taxonomy, all the three domains that should focus on the all the overall development of the students. What else? Anything else?
Should be blend of different teaching methodologies. It should not be one way lecture method.
It should be.
Should not be only a one way lecture method to the student.
It should be two way, means how the students are benefited. That is very important.
For engagement, like you can engage with
Seminars or like that, because when we tell the students that they should be have some assignments or tutorials, then just not like giving cyclo style same sheet, but there should be some different methods of giving that. That will be also have one session. So most important thing for any good curriculum, it should be data based. It should be dynamic. It should be fully articulated. It should be realistic to implement. जो अभी सुबह बात कर रहे थे, it should be student oriented, explicit outcome and future oriented. So when we talk about the data waste, what is data waste? The curriculum for technical education should be based on long and short range manpower requirements. Whatever curriculum we prepare, for that particular curriculum, there should be short range employment as well as long range employment. Because our branches, our whatever, whether it is pharmacy, whether it is that physiotherapy or any engineering management, our courses are employment oriented. So we have to see that after doing this diploma, degree or whatever we are offering, whether the students will be getting employment or not. Because now the most important thing, that is employment. Students are not getting the employment. So for that, first of all, we should have that what will be the employment opportunities for a particular program. So for employment, to know the employment opportunities, we will have to go to the word of work, to the industry, to the employer. Let's see, we are offering this type of program. What will be the, or we want to start this program, what will be the employment opportunities? So I think in very few states, this type of feedback is taken from the employers. Here, my friends, I would like to share one very important uh, example, that in one state, long back, they proposed a program on desert technology. Desert technology, and that they will be offering a program in desert technology. And so they assigned this program to, at that time, TTI Chandigarh. And when we went to the employer that we want to offer a program on desert technology, then they told us that, sir, desert technology is nothing but stabilization of soil. Stabilization of soil. There will be no job opportunity for this program in desert technology. You have already program in civil engineering, add 2-3 subjects of soil stabilization in that particular program, and there ends the story. Because to start any program, lakhs of rupees are spent to employ the faculty. Faculty is required, your labs are required, workshops are required, your information resources are required. So to start any program, we should have, first of all, taken feedback from the industry, from the employer, that whether this program will be feasible or not. So we told the state that we cannot design this program because there will be no job opportunities. There will be no employment for this particular program. So we should not go ahead with this program. So whenever we are to prepare any program, any design, any program, or revise any program, first of all, we should, yes, yes, any question, ma'am? First of all, we should take feedback from the stakeholders. Very, very important. I think you have understood that, because otherwise, once the program has started and students are coming out and there is no job opportunity, what will be our fate? Right? Then, present and future technology development trends. Once we have a certain that we will be designing this program or we will be revising this program, then we are to take feedback from the employer, from the stakeholders, from the industry, from the world of work, that what are the technological developments which are to be incorporated in our curriculum. Because if we are teaching to our students 5-year-old things, then who will be taking our students? So we are to see that the contents which we are offering to the students, that should be also commensurate with the present employment as well as with the future employment opportunities. Once we have a certain from the industry that there is sufficient employment opportunities are there, technological developments we have taken, then what will be the competency profile of specific target group? What are the activities they will be performing? Basically, I am civil engineer, so I will be taking examples from civil. So you can have your own examples. Activity like our students are to supervise a building construction. So what type of knowledge, what type of skill, what type of attitude will be required to supervise a construction of building, that we analyze. So we do the activity analysis in terms of knowledge, skill, and attitude. If he or she is to supervise the building construction, then this will be the knowledge part he required, this will be the skill part, and this will be the attitude. That is, attitude means your affective domain. So all that we analyze, and then we start preparing the contents as per the need of the industry, right? And we are also see whether uh, existing facilities of technical education in that particular branch is sufficient or not. Sometimes already so many programs are being run in that particular branch and there is no employment. Because when there was a expansion of technical education, everybody was having that program in computers, and now that is not much in demand, in only demand in good institution, but that of good level is there. But if you start just here and there that program, so many institutions have closed down that program. And even ASCT has given a list of the emerging areas where we can start the newer programs. So we have to see all those things, that what are the emerging areas which can be started as programs. Then it should be dynamic. Dynamic means our curriculum should have keep pace with the technological development at workplaces. In many states, we have seen that they have not revised the curriculum from last 10 years, just having their old curriculum. Our curriculum should not be static. It should be revised from time to time. There should be modification in the curriculum from time to time. May not be in totality. Maybe in some, you maybe have some lecture provision where you can have a basket of lectures and you can go on adding new and newer areas. That is also possible. So our curriculum should be dynamic. Then it should be fully articulated. Fully articulated means there should be logically sequencing of the subjects. Like we have in civil engineering subjects of applied mechanics. We have then structural mechanics. Can we teach structural mechanics first and then applied mechanics? So that is not feasible. So some subjects may be having their prerequisites. So we are to arrange our learning experiences in such a way that there is a logical sequencing of the program, that sometimes when we conduct the workshops, then teachers say that we can offer any subject anywhere, which is not right approach. So we are to see whether the subject have any prerequisites. So if they have any prerequisites, then first of all we should teach the subjects in previous semester that particular prerequisites, and then the higher means it should be from from known to unknown, simple to complex. Then it should be feasible to implement. Realistic means if we are preparing the students for employment, then our focus should be on the development of job related competencies. Like in the morning, some friends were saying that it is very difficult to implement the curriculum as per the requirements of the industry. It is not difficult, only we require will, and industry is ready to help us. So we should prepare such curriculum which are feasible to implement it, and at the same time we can prepare the industry ready students. Sometimes what happens that like that we start incorporating very hi-fi things in our curriculum without knowing whether these are the requirements of our industry or not, because now we are to see the global scenario. So we are to see whether it will be feasible to implement all these things or not, and how we can implement those things with the support of industry, with the other stakeholders, so that students are industry ready to the extent possible. Then student oriented means our curriculum should be such that our students are benefited. Because when we conduct many workshops, we see that teachers say that there should be no change in such and such a subject. We ask why. They say that because I have written some book on that particular subject, he will have to change that book, or I will have to change my notes. So my dear friend, even there is sometimes there is a fight when we conduct the curriculum workshops, that latest things should not be incorporated in the curriculum. Because if latest things are incorporated in the curriculum, then I will have to also learn. Like in civil, I will give one example, that earlier we were having working stress method. right? Now which we have linked state design method. And when for one state I was coordinating this workshop for curriculum design, I was telling them that we will be incorporating linked state design. Then there was a lot of resistance because they told that we do not know linked state design method. So let us keep on the that working stress method, because in field nobody is working on working stress method. Nobody is having working stress method, and in the field linked state design is being used. So I told that, see, if we do not know, we will have to learn the things. And NITTR Chandigarh is there for that teaching that particular subject for to the teachers, for the training of the teachers. So we will support you, but let us change this subject, because the absolute things should not be given in the curriculum. I think my two friends they will agree. क्यों सिंह सर, क्या कहना है आपका?
तो इसमें रिडंडेंसी भी आ सकती है अगर इंडस्ट्री को ज्यादा इन्वॉल्व करते हैं.
हाँ,
Teacher for me, you're a planner at the top, so you may differ. But the teacher, when he teaches, he also comes in contact with lot very many things. We cannot be in haste to actually invite the latest technology also, because all technology has a life length. So जो basics है fundamentals, that should be always there, and technology can change, but it should expose the student to accept it if he has interest towards that field. Otherwise, there could be we could make the student prepared for that one technology, and then finally that if that industry doesn't sustains in the longer run, then they become redundant. ये मैकेनिकल का खेल है, मैकेनिकल डिपार्टमेंट.
सर एक्चुअली ये है कि अगर हम वी विल नॉट चेंज अवर करिकुलम.
नहीं, नॉट चेंजिंग हम नहीं कह रहे सर, बट वी कैन नॉट बी स्लेव टू देयर आइडिया.
नहीं स्लेव नहीं है, बट व्हेन वी नो that now working stress method is not in use,
Yes.
how we can go on teaching that working stress method? Can we go on teaching that working stress method? Because now nobody using that. So whatever absolute things you will have to remove, you will have to remove the dead wood and
Yes,
give
definitely.
new ideas. I am not saying that you also keep that dead wood and go on adding. You have to remove the dead wood and add new things as per the industry's need, as per the employer's needs. Because when we face the industry, they say that, sir, you are teaching them old things, obsolete things which are not in use at industry, in the industry at all. So how we can take those students? So ultimately our students will suffer.
Right, sir, but then specifically only for their requirement.
Because general requirement is there,
Yes,
it is
general
coming.
requirement is.
Because you have to take feedback from the stakeholders, that if not only for I am saying one industry, when we know that, because my two friends, he is there, anywhere it is not being used, working stress method is not being used. That is one example. So many you can think of, so many things from, because if you go on teaching that manual drawing, that they will be preparing that manual. Now it is not, nobody will be accepting. Will it will be accepted?
Nor can it be transferred.
So you will have to
PDF files जाते हैं.
you will have to teach them that computer aided design, computer aided drafting, drawing. So my dear friends, so we will have to go as per the industry's need, so that ultimately we are to see that how our students are benefited. They should be in the forefront, because we are here due to students only. If I can give you so many examples where they have not changed with that time and their programs were closed down, because they were not having that employment with that old curriculum. No student was coming. Ultimately, the program was closed. That is sorry state of affair in many institutions, because we will have to change ourselves as per the industry's need. And many, I know so many architects who are have, they have very roaring business in the that in the field. They are teaching as well as they have their consultancy in the field, because from that latest things whatever they are following, they are also implementing, they are also teaching in the classrooms also. So, my dear friend, then there should be explicit outcome. In degree program, we are teaching about 35 to 40 subjects in 4 years, and in diploma, around 30 to 32 subjects we are teaching, right? And every subject has some purpose. Every subject has some purpose means how it will be useful to the students in the field, in the industry, in the world of work. Because when we draw that our course outcomes, then we have program outcomes, every subject has some purpose. So we have to see that how the that particular subject will be uh, will benefit the students. So when we talk about explicit outcome, then we say that every subject has some measure, some outcomes in the specific measurable terms. Means because we talk about the course outcome, so that should be measurable, and student should know why he is studying the subject. Teacher should know that why he or she is teaching that particular subject, and industry should know that what has been taught to the students. From just because we get so many requests from our students who have gone outside the country that please can you send a copy of syllabus which we have studied long back, because that is required by our employer, so that they can give equivalence that you have studied this one, you know this one, and we are to see whether you are fit for the employment or not. And if they have some higher studies also, for that also they are given some credit. So my dear friends, curriculum is very very important thing, that how we prepare the curriculum. Then future oriented requirements of the future. Actually, though, in foreign countries, our academia is ahead of industry. Academia is ahead of the industry, but here we are following, at least we should follow the industry, that whatever industry requirements are there, that we should incorporate in our curriculum, so that this whatever we are teaching to the subject to the students, that is valid for today's as well as tomorrow's needs. Because if a student takes admission today, then he will be going out after 4 years, or for diploma 3 years. So whether that technology will be required by industry, by the world of work after 3 years or 4 years, that is to be seen. So sometimes, like in computer, technology is changing very fast. So you will have to change your curriculum regularly. Not like 5 to 10 years you have not revised your curriculum or designed your curriculum. So our curriculum should be future oriented. So my dear friends, these are the some of the good characteristics of a curriculum. If you have any doubt, any query, you are most welcome, or you can share your experiences, that how you uh, design the program, what parameters you take into account while designing the program. So curriculum is very very important document on which entire teaching learning process is planned, implemented, and evaluated. So we have to see that how we prepare the curriculum. Basically, there are 4 stages of curriculum development. One is need analysis stage. Second is curriculum design stage. third is your curriculum implementation stage, and fourth is your curriculum evaluation stage. These are the four stages of any curriculum development. Because when we talk about any NBA or NAC, curriculum plays very important role. That what type of curriculum you have, right? So we are to prepare the curriculum uh, very uh, this is four stages of curriculum. Like, first of all, we are to do need analysis stage. Anybody, what you will do in need analysis stage? Yes, whether डेटा एनालिसिस करेंगे. वेरी गुड. दैट डेटा एनालिसिस मीन्स अगर हम उस प्रोग्राम की रिक्वायरमेंट है या नहीं, वी विल एस्टेब्लिश द नीड ऑफ द प्रोग्राम. Because I have given one example of desert technology, there was no requirement from the industry. Because sometimes we start so many types of programs just because we have some fund or some, here we get some feedback from here and there that you start this program, there will be a lot of employment. But actually when we go to the field, there may not be that much employment. So first we are to establish the need of the program, need analysis stage. Then secondly, your design stage. Once the requirement has been established, then we are to design the program actually following the a systematic process. When the curriculum has been designed, then very important stage becomes your implementation stage. We are to actually dharatal mein we are to implement our curriculum. So there are many other important parameters for implementation stage that we will also talk in the coming session. And then fourth is your evaluation stage. Evaluation stage means you have to also evaluate the curriculum and give feedback to the need analysis stage, to the design stage, to the implementation stage. That because there may be some considerations which we have taken, that when we are doing need analysis or we are designing, some taken consideration into design stage, or there may be some deficiencies in implementation stage. Because my friend Singh Saab says that there is no infrastructure, there is so many difficulties, shortcomings. Basically, there are so many problems with the implementation stage. How that we can have? So accordingly, we are to evaluate and then we are to go for redesign, right? So first of all, now we will talk about the need analysis stage. Yes.
हम जो डिजाइन स्टेट है, डिजाइन
Yes.
वहाँ पर हमें किन बातों का ध्यान रखना है?
Factors that we will come one by one. I am discussing all the four stages. We will discuss.
Feedback clarity every step. I'm thinking of the media. Why they can feedback at the end.
Yes, stakeholder feedback from the stakeholders. First of all, to have need analysis, same employment opportunities, technological developments, activities at workplace, competency profile, present and future employment trends. कोई भी करिकुलम डिजाइन करने से पहले वी आर टू सी ऑल दीज थिंग्स. करिकुलम डिजाइन करना है, रिवाइज करना है, यू आर टू स्टार्ट न्यू करिकुलम. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल these are the things, very important things which we are to take care. जो my friend Mr. your good name sir Harish, मतलब ये देखिए आप, these are the important when you are to revise any curriculum or design. First of all, whether there is some change in employment opportunities, trend क्या है employment का, because from time to time there may be sometime some, there may be requirement in design, there may be some requirement in drawing, there may be some requirement in R&D or show floor management or service sector, quality control. So from time to time, there may be new trends in the employment opportunities that we are also take into account. Technological developments, because for that, for knowing all these things, we will have to go to the industry. We will have to take the feedback from the industry, from the employer, because all things we may not be able to incorporate all the requirements of the industry, but to the extent possible, we should try to incorporate all those things in consultation with industry, because we may not be having all those machines or labs or workshops as required by the industry. So we should collaborate with the industry, with the word of work, right? Then what type of activities they will be performing at the workplace? Because when we are not knowing that what are the activities in the field, then we are just talking theoretically, because majority of us do not have much experience of industry, of the word of work. So generally we talk theoretically. So we should know from the industry that what will be the activities in terms of knowledge, skill and attitude. KSA. KSA, knowledge, skill and attitude for performing any activity at workplace. Then after the activity analysis, we prepare the competency profile. That what type of competencies should we develop in the students? Like the student should be able to read and interpret engineering drawing, because in engineering drawing is the language. In engineering, drawing is considered as the language of engineers, because through drawing we convey our things. So we are to prepare a student who knows that how to read and interpret drawings. For that, what will be the competency we will be developing in the students? And then what type of present and future employment trends will be there? So these feedback we are to take from the industry. Then curriculum design. When we come actually curriculum design, stating constraints, there may be some constraints from the university, from the board, that you have to work under these constraints. Like suppose your degree is for plus 2 students, you take at right now 10 plus 2 students are eligible for the any engineering program or some medical program, but you want that students should be graduates. Can you change it? No, because that is your regulatory body requirements. Our AICT, our UGC, or our Pharmacy Council of India, or our other councils, there may be some nursing council, so they have their own regulations. So we cannot change those regulations. We will have to work under the regulatory bodies. Then activity analysis, curriculum objective, I have talked again and again, course outcomes, program outcomes, and your PEOs. Then curriculum areas, what type of subjects you will be teaching to achieve your curriculum objectives. Then detailed contents, for every subject we are to prepare the detailed contents in terms of knowledge and skill, KSA. We usually have two approaches, DECM approach and Delphi technique. So we have one full session on curriculum design that we will be discussing tomorrow. Then time requirements. What will be the time requirements? Because as per our regulatory bodies, we are to work 40 hours per week. 40 घंटे per week में we have for our curriculum, and out of that 5 to 7 hours are for your student center activities, and rest time is given to your contact hours, means when you will be teaching and you will be having practicals, right? So accordingly we are to prepare our study and evaluation scheme. Then selection of appropriate method and media. For every subject we are to provide that what type of method or media should be selected to teach the students, so that there is a learning, so that learning takes place. Then your resources required. When we talk resources required, means your, as per your regulatory body, maybe AICT, maybe you are that Pharmacy Council of India, maybe you are that Council of Architecture, whatever resources are required as per your regulatory body, that all is given in the curriculum. Like we prepare this curriculum like this. We have recently prepared some curriculum for Punjab and state Haryana, that I will show, because all things are as per AICT. Everything, what will be the equipment and all that is given in the curriculum. So we will be discussing this curriculum design in detail. Tomorrow we have session uh, in the morning. Then third stage is curriculum implementation stage. Now I am talking about the third stage on curriculum implementation stage. The most important thing is your infrastructure development, harnessing the resources, that how you will be procuring the required resources to implement the curriculum. That also we will discuss in, we have one session on aspects of effective curriculum implementation, then utilizing the resources. Some institutions are short of resources, so how to use the resources optimally. Generally, I have seen that there may be one workshop in a institute, and we will have to see that how we can use that workshop optimally, because every branch may be having that some period for workshops. How we can set that our that, so that there is optimal utilization of the resources. Then networking with the industry. Sometimes we may not be able to procure the resources as per curriculum, so we will have to network with the industry. We will have to collaborate with the industry, because we cannot develop industry in our academia. It is not possible that everything we develop in our institute. So for that, we will have to collaborate with the industry, network with the industry. Industry is ready to collaborate, but we will have to work on it.
We have to make amends according to their time.
Their time, their
Demand.
requirements, and it should be also useful to them, beneficial to them. That I will discuss this. What is this networking with the industry? How it can be beneficial to both. Then teaching learning process. Whether we are converting our teaching into learning, that is important, or just we are teaching our students for rote learning, or just that they just that have some that cramming and then reproduce in the examination. So we have to see that when we are implementing our curriculum, our teaching converts to the learning. Then student evaluation. Because when we sometimes, but we give very simple examination to the students without thinking that they just, well, that should not be like that. Just having things, they can write anything and they get the degree or diploma. We will have to very seriously think that how we can have that evaluation through which the students will have to think, because now we are to prepare our students a thinker. They should think about the that innovative ideas or new some that is required by the industry. So all these things are in this curriculum implementation. Student evaluation, we have two sessions on student evaluation. One is tools and method, that how we can have this AI in our curriculum, in AI in student evaluation. And even AICT has given some reforms in the student evaluation that we will be discussing in the coming sessions, that I will discuss in the next session. And then we have that curriculum evaluation. When we talk about the curriculum evaluation, then there is one summative evaluation and second is your formative evaluation. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between formative evaluation and summative evaluation?
At this point, right? Initial we can say, but after the overall process of the learning, for example, our matriculation exam, September test, December test, pre-board exam, only March it becomes the summative evaluation, but September is the formative.
Formative evaluation. Yes, any friend from any nodal center? What do you understand by formative evaluation and summative evaluation? Because we all are using this formative and summative evaluation. When we talk about the evaluation, formative evaluation and summative evaluation, because during our semester we have continuous evaluation. We have quiz 1, student quiz 1, quiz 2, or class test 1, class test 2, or class test. That is your continuous evaluation, formative evaluation. What summative evaluation is at the end of the semester. End of the semester, as you said, that it is at the end of the semester. But when we talk about the curriculum evaluation, then it is during the implementation of the stage that formative evaluation takes place. When the curriculum is being implemented, then there is a formative evaluation whether the curriculum is being implemented as per the need analysis stage, or as per the design stage, or as per the implementation stage. So if there is in deficiency in all these stages, then we come to the summative evaluation. Once there is a one batch is out, then we can have summative evaluation. That what were the things with things went wrong with the curriculum, was we have we may have perceived something regarding the need analysis stage, that this will be the employment opportunities, this will be the activities they will be performing, or this will be employment trends, and now those trends have changed. So we will have to change as per the employment trends. So during summative evaluation, we are to take the corrective measures. so that our curriculum is effective. Our students are employable. What is the ultimate aim of any curriculum? Yes, so that our students are employable. Whatever program we are offering, whether it is pharmacy, nursing, physiotherapy, architecture, textile design, textile processing, textile technology, civil, electrical, mechanical, we have to see that there is a all-round development of the students. They are good citizens of the country and they have the employment. Employment can be wage employment as well as self-employment, because every student cannot should not go for the wage employment. So we have to produce such students that who are job creators, not job seekers, because now there is so much schemes, so many schemes of government of India, of your state governments, that they encourage that students should go for their own employment, self employment. So we have to see whether our curriculum is giving sufficient opportunities to the students for their employment. So ultimately, our curriculum should be employment oriented. That whatever we are teaching, that learning takes place and the students are employable. So that is what, my friends, I want to discuss in this uh, curriculum development process. So if you have any query or any question, you are most welcome. Yes,
Good afternoon, sir.
very good afternoon, Mr. Anshul Mahajan.
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी, please.
Yes, sir. Sir, my question is regarding the new NBA manual for UG engineering. In that, there is one point of self-learning. If you in the criteria one, there is a point of self-learning.
Self-employment, that is a lifelong learning.
No, sir. Self-learning. They have asked that uh, uh, that you need to design your curriculum in such a way that there are some hours for self-learning also. And if uh, and they have also said that you need to calculate, make a methodology of calculating the credits. If the total credits are more than whatever the credits total hours are there, you need to divide it by 30.
Okay.
Means earlier the, let's say the LTP was 300 and 15 weeks are there, so 45 hours are there. Now they are saying how many hours you are, besides this you are taking, giving to the self learning by adding,
Self-learning, like, because now they
like
have given
MOOCs,
that,
like MOOCs are
yes,
there, like
MOOCs are
other
there.
activities, like other activities are there, and they are saying that those activities should be separate from your original curriculum activities.
So
If
regarding
if you
that,
are having, if you are having the new manual of engineering, you can see from there.
because self-learning is very very important. That is nothing but self-learning, that how you learn at your own, because at MOOCs you learn from that MOOCs program and then you appear for the that examination.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
because here in the classroom, some teacher is there teaching, but in the MOOCs you will have to go through the contents. Although some teachers are teaching that they have prepared that MOOCs program, but you will have to learn those things at your own.
Sir, I agree with that, but for every course, it's difficult to find out such MOOCs are there. So, is that necessary to find out self-learning for all the courses in the curriculum?
Yes, sir. So many MOOCs program are there. NPTL, you can go to NPTL or SWAM, but that so many programs, even government, that our regulatory bodies are allowed that up to 20% you can have MOOCs program certification.
No, sir, I agree with that. I'm not denying that, but
You want to ask that how many MOOCs program are available
no, no,
in
no, 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 sir. My question is that in the new guidelines of UG Engineering SAR, new manual of NBA, they are saying that for that you need to take a different way of calculating your credit hours, and also there is a special emphasis on self-learning.
self.
If you want, I can share the snapshot with you on your email.
I think you can mail to me that, then I can talk to you in a better way.
Yeah, sure, sir, sure, sir,
Okay.
sure, sir.
You are from which institution, sir?
Sir, LPU, Lovely Pressure University.
LPU.
Yes,
Lovely.
sir.
Okay. Okay. No problem. You please mail me that. You have my that mail address.
Yes, sir. From where the
S K
invitation has
Gupta.
come. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
SK Gupta at the rate NITTR Chandigarh chd.ac.in. Then we will discuss it in detail.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. I will definitely mail you. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Yes, my friends.
सर
Yes.
सर सिलेबस का कोई कंटेंट है तो वो कितने टाइम में पढ़ाया जाएगा ये कैसे डिसाइड होगा क्योंकि वो टीचर टू टीचर वेरी हो जाता है कोई टॉपिक है मैं 1 घंटे में पढ़ाऊंगा दूसरा 2 घंटे में पढ़ा सकता है कोई 3 घंटे में
That how much time that topic will take, that is, I think, many teachers, they have given their feedback. Not only one teacher, when we write that so much time should be given to a particular topic, that we get the feedback from so many teachers, maybe 4 5 teachers, that what will be the minimum time, that will optimum time will be taken for teaching that, because one topic you may be teaching throughout semester, that is not possible, but some optimum time is there which are given against each topic, that this is the minimum time which should be devoted to that particular topic. Not like that you just give a full one semester that you will be teaching only one that subject or one topic. Thank you very much.